Hey guys, welcome to this special episode of Kit Corner. Now normally on Kit Corner we go through and review gear. Today it's going to be a little bit different as I'm actually going to show you how to install some of the gear into an actual helmet here. So here we have a Personal Armor System Ground Troops or PASGT helmet. Now the PASGT, as we often refer to it, has a web helmet liner system similar to like the older steel pot helmets. Now this liner system works pretty good. It's fairly comfortable and it's adjustable, but they have since upgraded this system to one that's even more comfortable and more shock absorbing. This is the ACH or Advanced Combat Helmet, which is the current issue helmet for U.S. ground troops. You see here on the inside it has a system of pads, and the pads actually connect to the helmet via velcro. You can take them out and position them for a custom fit. They've also updated the helmet strap system to be more comfortable and more shock absorbing. Now, since the PASGT helmet is still in use by a lot of agencies today, particularly like law enforcement and SWAT teams, first responder agencies, this helmet is still very relevant. So a company called Skydex has come out with a pad upgrade for the PASGT helmet. So you can replace the original webbing system with the new ACH style pads. It also has a new chin strap that's similar to the ACH also. So this I bought off Skydex's website. It costs about $60 with shipping in there. So it's not the cheapest thing, but it is a very good upgrade. It'll make your PASGT a lot safer and a lot more comfortable. There are a couple other helmet pad kits out there on the market. I think a company called Oregon Aero makes one. So you can choose whichever one you want. I went with Skydex because it was the cheapest. So we'll go ahead and open this up. So you get the instruction manual here, which unfolds. The instruction manual is two-sided with step-by-step instructions on how to install the new helmet pads in your helmet. These are the little adhesive velcro strips and alcohol wipes. So the instructions say is once you get the interior of the helmet taken apart, you use the alcohol wipes to clean it out, and then you attach these little adhesive strips, and that's what actually holds in the pads. So here are the pads themselves. You get one top pad, which will sit on the top of your head once it's installed in the helmet. And then these here are the front and back pads. Get two of those. And you get four of these little rectangular side pads. Then you get the little bag of hardware for mounting it. Webbing for the chin strap, and of course the new chin strap. So we will go ahead and follow the instructions. First thing you got to do is if you have anything on your helmet, you have to take that all off. I have goggles here, MVG mount, and a helmet cover. So go ahead and remove those. helmet covers on the PASGT helmet just use these little velcro deals that go down and strap around the interior webbing. I gotta feed the chin strap through. And then the helmet cover is off. Now the next step is we have to remove all of the existing hardware in the helmet. So that's going to take a screwdriver. Okay, that's one half of the chin strap out. Alright, so I got the other part of the chin strap off now. Now, at this point, I should mention that you are going to need this special screwdriver. Notice it has a U-shaped bit, because these, when they're all the way in, the bolt here sticks through the nut a little bit. So you have to have that opening so that you can hold this from spinning when you undo the screw. Alright, so now we have the chin strap off. We will go ahead and remove the interior webbing. Once again, it just is a matter of removing these screws. Now I just pop these out. And out comes your interior webbing. This is the original suspension system for the helmet. Now the inside of the helmet is entirely open and empty. Sometimes a little bit of gunk and stuff and crud in here that's collected over the years, so you want to brush that out. Alright. Now, next step is you reinstall the screws that originally held on the chin strap. Okay. Both those are reinstalled. So now we go ahead and open up the bag here containing the alcohol wipes. Want to make sure to get the interior of the helmet really clean. So that way your adhesive on the Velcro pads sticks. Obviously, as you can tell, the inside of the helmet was very dirty. Okay, the inside of the helmet is now cleaned out and we're ready to apply the Velcro pads, or the Velcro adhesive pads that will hold on your foam pads. Velcro discs just stick to the inside of the helmet here. It says in the instructions to make sure not to cover any of the mounting holes. We will need those later. And to make sure to put these discs in an even pattern. Alright, as you can now see, I have finished installing all of the little adhesive Velcro discs in the inside of the helmet. So now the next step is to get out this strap here, which is going to make up the new interior helmet strap that'll go around the head. So this will replace the original headband. So according to the instructions, you insert an A-nut through the front center slot on the cover strap and into the front screw hole of the helmet, attached to the helmet with the large screw. So we're going to go ahead and open up our hardware bag here. So these are the little A-nuts they're talking about. Then we will find the center hole in the strap. Looks like it's right here. Stick that through there. Like the A-nut's pointing down. Go ahead and stick that through the hole. Put a screw in. Now, I believe you could probably use the original screws, but I'm just going to go ahead and use the screws that are provided because that way I know they work. Oops. Alright, next step is you get the harness out here. So, here's your chin strap. This is aligned correctly with the helmet. So here is where the front part of the chin strap will attach to the helmet. You get an A-nut. Stick the A-nut through the front part of the harness. And then on the headband in here, there's little holes through it, which is where you stick the A-nuts through. Stick that through there. Make sure everything is aligned correctly, and then go ahead and put the A-nut through the helmet. Attach with a screw. We'll do the same on the other side. It's really important to make sure you don't get your chin strap screwed up or twisted. Okay, that looks good. A-nut. The hole. Alright, now find the back part of the chin strap. You can do the same thing. A-nut. Okay, so I just got the cover strap in here and the chin strap. And I discovered that they do give you some extra hardware. They give you, in the kit, the hardware for here, and they give you the extra bolts and nuts for doing the chin strap mount, but you do have to use 2 bolts and 2 nuts from the original helmet to get the headband and the chin strap installed. So now that this is all installed, the headband actually is primarily used for holding your helmet cover on, because if you remember on the PASGT helmets, the helmet cover is held on by these little loops here. So at this stage, go ahead and reinstall the helmet cover on the helmet. Of course, helmet covers are entirely optional and is up to the preference of the user. Go ahead and secure this in. Okay, as you can see, the helmet cover is now reinstalled on the helmet. At this point, flip over the instructions. Now, you go ahead and install the pads. Start with the primary head pad. Stick that in there. And we'll go with this here back pad, front pad. It gives you suggested setup for the pads, but you can really customize it however you choose for your own personal preference. Alright. So I'll go ahead and put this stuff all back on. Okay. Now, you want to make sure that your helmet is sized and fits correctly to you, otherwise it won't give you as much protection as it could. So you have some adjustment points here, 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 right here, and over here. All of the adjustment points, except for this back one, have these elastic keepers to keep the spare strap taken care of so it doesn't flop around on you. Put the helmet on. Chin strap down here. Make sure the chin strap is aligned correctly. Alright. Now then you grab the adjusters, cinch it up. All right. Now your PASGT helmet has been converted from the original web suspension system to the new ACH style pad system, which is much more comfortable, much more easy to use, and it absorbs more energy. You do need some tools to do this. You need a flathead screwdriver and then this custom screwdriver. You can actually buy bits like this now though. But the install is pretty easy, pretty quick, really straightforward. So it's a great upgrade if you're still using the old PASGT helmets. Alright, I will see you next time on Kit Corner.